Alright, so this the infamous vlog. What I think I don't know honestly, either the 27th or the 28th. And I got a lot of shit I want to discuss, honestly, cause I've come to a new understanding on a lot of shit in life. Like, but the thing is, damn, I wonder if y'all can hear me. Y'all see me looking right here because I got my camera plugged up to the TV, so I'm not looking in the lens. I'm looking at myself. But just know I'm paying attention. But I don't know. This vlog's probably gonna be split into different parts because it's a lot I got to talk about. But I don't even know where I want to start because some of them don't even relate to each other. They're just different subjects. What I do is I'd be brainstorming, like, all right, say I'm about to work on my music, whatever. If there's ever a time where I'm thinking to myself, if I ever have a thought that I feel like I should discuss in the vlog, take out my phone or if I'm on my computer, just jot that shit down. Ooh, talk about this. Ooh, talk about that. So, but then when I start the vlog, it's like, okay, where you gonna start though? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just read them off the list. Which one I think is most important? Damn, you know it's crazy. A lot of shit I wrote. Damn, a lot of shit I wrote. I didn't write a lot of shit that I just most recently went through. See, look, alright. You know what? I'm gonna start there then. Boom. Fucking people wonder why I like. It's like this, okay. If you ask me to tell you how to do what I do or how I'm doing what I do, I feel like people will ask for your opinion or your help, but when you give it to them, it's like, you know what I'm saying? They either look at you like you're crazy or they don't believe it but it's all just a sense of perception. That's all it is. Like, the way you perceive something is the way you're gonna take it. Like, when I bring this shit up about horoscopes, and it's crazy because years ago, people didn't even really believe in horoscopes like that from where I'm from. Like, it wasn't even a big thing. Like, I used to be like one of the only people. Like, people used to call me a zodiac. Like, because I used to really, be on that shit, reading up, researching, all that shit. I was like in my early teens because my mom used to be on it. My mom's Aquarius, just like me. You know what I'm saying? She was on it. So, and then as time went on, I started seeing more people, and it's like all I be trying to tell people is not to sound like the wrong way about it, but how do you, like, some things, I be trying to find different ways to say certain things because I've been working on my ego. So I've been trying to find different ways to word what I'm trying to say without it sounding too aggressive, per se, I guess. But then it's like so hard. How do you, the easiest way for me to say it is just be blunt. But then people would take that as, oh, cocky, or it's like, let me tell y'all something. That leads me to a whole different subject that I had wrote down, matter of fact. We'll get back to the zodiacs. There is a difference between cocky and confident. There's a very big, or it's not very big, but there's a difference. Cocky is an opinion. There's no fact behind it. It's just an opinion. That's like me. I was go in the kitchen and be like, yo, I think I'm the best fucking pancake maker ever. Boom, flipping me some pancakes. I think I'm the best pancake maker ever. Bro, I don't know that. That's just me being cocky. But like, confident is when you can back up what you're saying. Like, if you say something and it's a fact, like it's verified, like it's realistic, it happened or whatever, or you have some credentials to verify what you're saying, that's confident. And people, like confuse those sometimes. And there's another thing I want to talk about too. Hold up. Where is it? Hold on. Damn, I wrote down mad shit. Oh, and then I said the difference between cocky and proud. That leads me back to the main point of everything, though. I could sit here and give y'all opinions all day, bro, but that ain't really. The point is, same thing my horoscope's been telling me. Balance. Balance is key with the whole universe, bro. Balance. Balance. Do you notice? And it's crazy. I don't remember who I was watching. I don't watch a lot of Breakfast Club interviews, but somebody famous was talking about balance too, like how you have to balance your life and how too much of anything is bad for you. Basically, let me explain that for people who don't understand. There's nothing on this earth that you can have too much of that. Well, all right, let me not put it like that. That might be a little exaggerated, but like, say you can't, all right, you drink too much water, that's bad for you. You can't drink too much water. You can look that up. You're not supposed to. I think you can like drown yourself or something like that. You can do some shit. You're not supposed to drink too much water. Salad, they say that's the best shit in the world to eat. You can't eat too much salad. Too much of anything is bad for you. So that, people tend to see that in diets and all that shit, but they don't think about it when it comes to mental health and physical health and their surroundings. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, let me give you an example. Being too tough. I found myself giving this advice to a few people recently too, because we just went through a Mercury retrograde. I'll get back to that when we get back to the horoscopes. But my zodiac's been telling me like balance. Like, matter of fact, I'm gonna put a few aspects of. See, my horoscopes, y'all wouldn't understand it because it's not like. There's this thing called natal chart that if you know the exact time you were born, like your birthday, your time you were born, the exact time on a dot, you have to know. You could get it gives you this, yo, it's kind of scary, yo. Y'all wouldn't even believe me, but that's the crazy part about it. I literally read about myself through my phone, and this allows me to see my own flaws. That's what people don't understand why I do so good, is because I search for my own flaws. So that way, I'm like, okay, this is what's wrong with me. I can fix that. I can change that. I can do this. I can work on that. All it takes is for something to tell me where I'm wrong. I'm never too anything to be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, like, if you've been around me, you know that, like, I might go hard about right or wrong, but if you can prove me wrong with 100% facts, then I'll take that loss. Like, okay, you're right, you got it. It don't bother me. You know what I'm saying? And you can't be right all the time. You know what I'm saying? So fucking hold on, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, difference between cocky and proud. Difference between cocky and proud is like whether you showing somebody how you're doing it, or if you're just doing something and you're not helping. You're not telling nobody how to do it. You're not sharing the info. You're not, like, that's why people listen. And it's crazy because people in my family told me, well, my dad's told me this. Like, It's crazy. People love me and hate me at the same time. And it's crazy. They love me because something about me tells them that I'm here for them and they can see it. But at the same time, emotions, like, you know what I'm saying? Emotion, you listen.
You separate, you gotta be fake. They do you dirty, then get mad just cause you not a snake. You try to feed them, but they mad just cause you got a plate. Hate to see you lane switch as if you not okay. Huh? Lane switch, watch for the lane switch.
This all comes back to balance, like I was saying, like, me, since I'm an Aquarius and I'm so logical, I'm usually always in my head and I despise emotions. Like, I despise emotions. If you ask me, don't take it my word like I'm 100% right on this. But if you ask me, emotions play a big role in the world being the way it is now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like there's so many cycles going on, and even in where I grew up at, bro, right now, there's shit going on, and it's like, damn, another cycle, another cycle, another cycle. It's just emotions, bro. And that's why Polo G said it's hard to make peace when blood get to spilling. Like, that's real shit, because no matter what, bro, no matter what, any two opposing forces, once blood is spilled, bro, there's always gonna be 1, 2, 3, or 4 people at least who are not trying to make peace at all. Fuck peace. They don't want to hear that. And those are the ones that's gonna continue the cycle. Like, I had this, you know it's crazy? Let me bring it to a zodiac aspect, right? Bo Glizzy. Shout out Bo Glizzy. Listen. Bo Glizzy is Scorpio. I'm an Aquarius. Me and him are kind of like, we're opposites. Honestly, even be realistic, we're opposites. But I fuck with Bo, but we're opposites. Sometimes when he be posting, I know he be getting sick of me. I be commenting on his statuses. Like, what did he say? One time he said something. I don't got Facebook no more, but he was like, right or wrong, I'm with my niggas, right or wrong, no matter what they did, something. And I commented, and I was like, I mean, while that is admirable that you stick that true to your emotions, which is like a Scorpio strong suit, like that, all right. All of my opposite signs, bro, would die behind something. And that's just me speaking in general, like Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus. We are the 4 most determined and stubborn zodiac signs of the fucking zodiac. But we're all stubborn about different things, though. And honestly, you know what's crazy, bro? You know what got me to understand Bo? Because me and Bo used to clash a little bit, too, when we first met. Not when we first met. When we first met, we was little, we was cool, but a little bit older when I was like 15, 16. We used to go at it, bro, little arguments and shit, but you know what got me to understand Bo, bro? My son. My son's a Scorpio. And as I learned him, I learned, in a way, it's like I kind of learned Bo. No bullshit. And people probably think I'm crazy, like, you can't know. Zodiacs ain't that powerful. There ain't that many similarities. Bro, y'all don't have to believe me. I'm just honestly telling you how I navigate my life. And if you don't, I mean, I can't force anyone to believe me, you know what I'm saying? But that's how I learned how to do them. Like, boom. Wait, how did I get all the way over here? What was the main point? Hold on. Emotions. Okay, yeah. How, like, I was like, that is admirable, but if you don't teach your homies when they wrong, you're not holding them accountable. Like, that means, like, they won't learn their lesson. They're gonna continuously, because neither of us is God. Nobody's God. And until you learn certain things in life, you go through the same cycles. I've learned that. I just learned this. Me, I have a problem with discipline. Not really. Okay, I'll be real with you. I don't have a problem with discipline. Maybe I do. I don't know. I don't know. More so like, All right, it's not more so discipline. For me, it's more so like if I know I'm right about something, I'm usually like willing to stand my ground to death. But lately, I've been realizing, bro, this Mercury retrograde, bro, it taught me a lot, bro. It taught me a lot, bro. And a lot of people probably like, what the fuck is he talking about? What's a Mercury retrograde? The next time we have one, I think the next one we have is in February. Watch how during that 2 or 3 week period. Hold up. What was I saying? Yeah, but like I was saying, watch how during that 2 or 3 week period, something in your life starts giving you, you're gonna start having problems or issues in some way or sort, because every time a Mercury retrograde passes, it's supposed to teach every zodiac sign a lesson. That's what they're there for. They're there to teach you lessons really you don't want to learn, but you have to learn. Like, you know what I'm saying? So everybody usually, they despise Mercury retrogrades, but you can't avoid them. You know what I'm saying? During the solar transit. It's kind of hard to explain. If you're not in astrology, you wouldn't explain it. But the most you can do is look up the things I'm telling you, and you'll see how true they are. Like, yo, E-Block. I told them before it happened. I say, yo, cause I've been shooting a video and shit. We got a group chat. So I'm like, yo, about to be a Mercury retrograde, da da da, you know what I'm saying? Be prepared and, you know what I'm saying, da da da, stay out of drama, da 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 da. Niggas like, oh, this nigga raising zodiac shit, da 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 da. I'm like, hi, I'm trying to tell y'all, like, and then by the end of the retrograde, they was agreeing with me. Well, mostly Trey and Dag, but Bo, I know Bo seen it. He's stubborn like me, so he probably didn't say it, but I know he know that retrograde shit was true. Nigga, a lot of shit happened. R.I.P. to their boy, D-Money. He passed during the retrograde and shit. And, oh, while I'm on that subject, let me speak of that. Now, a lot of people been hitting me up for videos lately. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people been hitting me up for music videos. This is what y'all gotta understand. I was telling people, yeah, boom, listen, I'm on probation for a gun charge right now. Not probation, yeah, I was on probation. I was on probation for a gun charge. So I'm like, I'm not even gonna put myself in a situation where anybody or anyone, and that's the crazy part about it though. That's the crazy part about it. It was like, when I got on probation, I'm like, damn, I gotta avoid trouble. But if you think about it, bro, I say about 85% of the people that I shot videos for were hood niggas, bro. Look on RZ Production. I'm not making this up. It's not me just saying it. I don't know the exact percentage, but if you look up the majority of the people I shot videos for, they're hood niggas, bro. Why? Because that is where I am from. That is, you know what I'm saying? I am not, and I mean in the sense like, let's put it like this. Yeah, I lived my whole life in Springfield until about, I think, 19 or 20. No, I'm bugging. Probably. Maybe, yeah. And I know the lower class of Springfield. I don't know the middle class. I know some middle class. Let me stop frying. I know some people who do it and hide for themselves, but I don't know the higher class than people downtown with the Benzes and all that shit. Cause people make Springfield seem like it's just this crazy ass city, bro. Nah, my city do get wicked, but it's just like other cities, bro. It depends on where you at and who you hanging with. You know what I'm saying? Like, the lower class is the lower class. I think everyone in the lower class in Springfield really knows each other. because we all pretty much went to school together. We all, you know what I'm saying? Everybody from certain generations know people from certain generations. The middle class, they know the middle class. The high class, they know the high class. I'm from the low class. I know all the lower class. I know the hood. I know everybody from different hoods. I know, damn. I got family from different hoods on both sides. My mom's side of the family is more, I'm not even gonna get into detail because now that luckily I beat this case, I know they be watching, so I don't want to be talking too much, but just, I got family on both sides of the, you know what I'm saying, equator in Springfield, and fucking, I was just thinking, now that shit just got me off thought. Y'all see me like dazing off. I'm thinking about how much I can say, because really, I do really be feeling like the cops and the government and whoever else the fuck y'all want to name, the higher ups, yeah, they be watching my shit. I feel like that because you know what makes you feel like a target, bro? When your life is too good to be true. When your life becomes too good to be true, that's when it's like, wait. Look at all the people whose lives were too good to be true. Alright, let me stop exaggerating. Not all the people, but a lot of the people from the hood whose lives are too good to be true. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the time, it's tragic. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, nigga, it feel like, you know what it feel like nowadays? I'll be real with y'all. I'll be completely real with y'all. I'm probably jumping from subject to subject, but fuck it, let me rant. I'm giving y'all jewels in the meantime, so pay attention to the things I'm telling y'all, but it's not organized. I'm just giving y'all jewels. I was supposed to organize it the way I'm gonna say it, but fuck. Damn, what was I just about to say? Fucking oh yeah. That leads me to something else in here. Damn, there's a few things I could put into this. I wrote about suicide bombers. And what I mean by suicide bombers, like, this is what I call a suicide bomber. A suicide bomber, and they're usually young niggas. Young niggas in the hood. Don't matter what hood. It could be any hood. Just the young niggas that's trying to earn their stripes. Suicide bombers, like, they're not the only type of suicide bomber. That's just the most frequent you're gonna run into in Springfield, if any, you know what I'm saying? Suicide bomber. That's a metaphor meaning for me, like, what I say that it's like someone who hates their life or is going through something in their life to the point where they have anger and boiled up emotions towards people who are doing good. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are suicide bombers. People who might be going through something or going through anything. You know what I'm saying? When you in the hood, niggas really go through, you know what I'm saying? They go through shit, bro. And a suicide bomber is like somebody who will go as far as to throw their life away to make sure they drag your life down. Like, they don't even care what happens to them as long as they get you. Like, that type of shit. That's a suicide bomber. Like, oh, I don't even give a fuck what happens to me as long as I get you. Like, that shit is so stupid. That shit retarded. That's really when I come through my city, I watch out for them type of niggas. Because, honestly, respect is respect, nigga. I see, let's just say I'm respected everywhere because I give respect everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But suicide bombers, I definitely watch out for suicide bombers. Don't matter. They don't need to be labeled from a specific area. If a nigga, that's basically people who can't control their emotions. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck what happens to them as long as they get you. They could blow up with you as long as they get you. As long as they get you. That's a suicide bomber. That's retarded. To me. Alright, let me just say to me. For me, from my opinion, that's stupid. It's stupid. I done been through a lot of shit in my life, bro. And I ain't gonna act like I had the worst life either, because like J. Cole said, I grew up on the block, and though sometimes we had less compared to some of my niggas down the street, dog, we was blessed. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta sit here and act like, oh, I was just crawling around trying to pick up food. No, but there was times where we ain't have, you know what I'm saying? I've been through shit, and I never fucking just said, well, let me look at this nigga. Oh, it's his fault. Okay, well, now I want to do this to him. I want to take what he has. I want to, no, what the fuck? What does another person, if they didn't do it to me, why I'm a, who teaches people this shit, bro? Like, what OGs be teaching? I be feeling, yo, our generation is already bad enough. The generations after mine, bro, they just getting worse and worse and worse. You look at shit like The Wire, the show The Wire, and you see how there was like structure back then in the streets and all that. Bro, nowadays ain't, bro. Nowadays, nigga, you get killed by a nigga that's from the same place as you before you get killed by someone like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's that stupid nowadays. And you know what it all stems from? Everybody wants to be the main person. Nobody wants to play a part. Nobody wants to play their part, bro. Nobody wants to play their part, bro. Everybody wants to be the main guy. You know what? I came to the conclusion, bro, after the retrograde and me, okay, basically there's this train that be coming through at certain times of the night and it be blowing its horn. Sometimes when the horn blows, depending on what I'm doing, I'll take it certain ways. Cause I take a lot of shit as signs, like to the point where only person who understands me is my shorty. Other people they'll be like, how the fuck do you hear a train and instantly think that's a sign? Bro, I don't know. I hear it, and then if I'm like blazing, I'll take it as a sign like, okay, that's too much, put it out. If I'm not doing anything that's not, I'll look at the time. And when the time comes up, I'll Google the time. When I see the time, I'll Google the time, whatever time it is. And Bible verses started coming up. This was a scary part. This was a scary part for me. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. This was a scary part for me. Like my anxiety, recently, I started Googling the numbers when when I would hear the train horn. And it's crazy that, I ain't gonna say all of them, but about a good percent of the Bible verses I read at the times had to do with certain things that was happening in my life. And I ain't even gonna put some of them. I might put some of them. I remember. I ain't even gonna say some of them, but it was just spooky as fuck, bro. Because to me, see, when you talking about this world, okay, there's a different type of fear than okay, how I put it? I don't fear a lot, but I fear God, bro. I even text my dad. Listen, me and my dad have pride issues, bro. So it took a lot for me to even text him, but I had told him I am scared. Yo, some of the Bible verses that I was reading, it was it made me question everything I was doing. It was oh shit. In a few hours, the train to come back through, and then I'm looking at the time. I'll Google it. I had to stop doing that shit. My shorty made me stop doing that shit. I was giving myself anxiety. But it was so weird though, because there's so many different fucking types of Bibles, bro. There's so many of them. There's they all kind of, each verse says a similar point, but they word them differently, bro. So even when I would read one that related to something I was going through, it made me anxious because I like to get to the bottom of shit. So if I read a Bible verse and it's all right, put it like this. One of them was the weapons, damn, what is it? The weapons we come with aren't carnal, but powered by the mighty Lord to demolish Satan's strongholds. So I had to Google one of the words for that, or that's something how it went. Google. Carnal, meaning relating to the body, especially sexually. If you know, you know. Not everybody knows why that hit me so hard, but when I seen that, I was like, whoa. Listen, I ain't trying to have God mad at me, but I know I'm out here wilding, but honestly, I'm not trying. Like, all that shit can stop. All that shit can stop. Fuck you mean? I ain't playing with God. You crazy. You crazy. I'm playing with God, boy. You crazy. I'm not playing with God, bro. I mean, it just sucks in a way, though, because in the world we live in now, that's why it's like the Matrix, bro. You hear me say shit like that in my song. It's the Matrix. People, it's like you get two choices. Boom, boom. Red pill, blue pill. This pill is you're gonna learn a lot of shit. You're gonna have mad knowledge. But when you have the truth, that doesn't mean you're gonna like it. This one, sit still, just enjoy your normal ass life. Go to work, come home, sleep, brush your teeth, repeat, rinse, same thing every day. Or you can live that life, you see? I don't know, that this pill just wasn't cutting it, bro. Like, I don't know, I kind of regret it a little bit, because now that I know so much, it's like, my horoscope's been telling me, the key of this period is to learn grace. Learn grace. It's not specifically saying I'm doing too bad, but I understand what it's saying. Learn grace. First, I had to understand what grace meant. I always hear the word, but I never really cared to look it up or take much. You know what I'm saying? So I looked it up, and the definitions that was coming up didn't tell me exactly what I came to perceive it as meaning. Balance. And how I knew that, because this horoscope app I was using, it had a picture when it said learning grace. That's like the quotation of what I'm supposed to be learning. It has a ballerina dancer doing some shit like this. And I'm like, oh, balance, balance. Okay, now let me explain this to y'all. This is where it gets crazy. Bro, everything in this world is a motherfucking sin. Everything's a sin. Me sitting here telling it, well, I don't know. I ain't gonna be that exaggerated, but really a lot of shit is a sin, bro, and that's just how we were brought up to. That's why they say Satan's ruling this world. You know what I'm saying? And he is. Look at the shit nowadays, bro. You get praised for doing dumb shit, and you get shunned for doing good shit. It's like crazy. Nowadays, nigga, the way the system got the hood set up, bro, they got the hood completely stupid. They got the hood completely stupid, bro. Like, the hood, they really got niggas thinking they're cool for taking another life. Like, you get a, like there's an imaginary medal of honor, like, and I don't mean to disrespect it, because this is what I mean by balance. Like, you have to learn to respect every essence of life. Just because my opinion is what it is to me doesn't mean it's gonna be like that for everybody. Everybody got their own opinion. This is why you have opposite zodiac signs, because most of the time they stand for something that's different from what you stand for. You know what I'm saying? So, like a Taurus, they're more structured than me, and they don't like changing their plans. Whereas me, I'm an air sign where I'm more in my, I don't know how to explain it. I do, but I don't want to rant this whole vlog about horoscopes, so I'm just like cutting it short. But balance. Let me explain to y'all. Say this phone, right? Say I put it like this, right? And say for somehow or way, or damn, let me get another object. I'll use this remote. You see this, right? Now, Now I'm gonna explain how life is really very simple, but we make it hard. Look at this. If I put 10 more remotes on here, right? That means it got farther from the bottom. The whole thing is it built. It's higher up in the sky now. It's higher. It's up there. It's not here. It's up here. So if I put 10 more here, right? How much more balance am I gonna need to stop the whole fucking thing from falling over? See, right now I can do all this. Wait, see, hold on. I can do all this, play around. If I got a whole fucking thing though, I moved the wrong way, the whole shit coming down. That's with anything, bro. That's life. And that's why my horoscope was telling me you have to learn balance. Not that I'm necessarily doing a bad job at life, but I'm an extremist. What I mean by me, when I say I'm an extremist, I'm usually not in between with nothing. Like, either I'm this or that. I'm either in my feelings or it's fuck my feelings. It's fuck my feelings or I'm in my feelings. And this is more than just those things. There's a lot of things I'm like that with. Like, I feel like my horoscope is saying you can't afford to be like that with how powerful you're becoming. You can't. If you try to be too tough, it's gonna bite you in the ass. If you're not tough enough, you're gonna get bullied. See how it works? Like, it's pressure. That shit puts a lot of anxiety and pressure on me because it's like, shit. Okay. Alright, when I got the point, bro, it was like, damn, okay, balance. I see what they're saying, balance. One thing I had to learn was to be more forgiving. Me, like I said, I'm here or there. Usually today, and my niggas will tell you, bro, if you do me dirty, cut your ass off, just like that. No sympathy. That's me, bro. I was like that. Like, I was like that, bro. You do me dirty. If you do something to me that I wouldn't do to you, then I can't fuck with you. That's how I was on. I was on that type of time. But then I realized you can't go through life doing that, bro. You know why? Because not everybody is me. Not everybody's me. I had to learn that. Everybody's me. It came to the point where it was like balance. Either you balance or you gotta pick one. Your values or love. Hey. Long story short, I can't be Truth Warrior, Megatron, Ultra 7000, bro. And that's how a lot of people see me. Even my horoscope said there's a message, an image of you being spread far and wide. And it said, guess by who? You. Look in the mirror and some. So when I read that, this was like 4 weeks ago, before the retrograde even started. I'm like, what they talking about, bro? Am I a mean person? But then I thought about it. See, I'm not mean in the sense that I think mean, because when I tell people the truth, I assume that they know I'm trying to help them. So I assume, like, when they know when I'm like, I'm very I was very cutthroat about the truth and my career. Those are two things, and my son. I'm very cutthroat about those things. I'm cutthroat. Like, it's not much discussion when it comes to them. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what? Oh, well, all right. Like that. I'm cutthroat about this. So, you know, a lot of times when I would tell people the truth, if they weren't ready to accept it, they would think like, I don't fuck with them, or I don't like them, or I hate them, or I see them as my enemy, and it's really not even that. It's just like, I'm trying to teach you a lesson. But that's where I had to learn my lesson. I'm not God, bro. I'm not God, bro. Yeah, I'm ahead of my time, and I can help people because I am ahead of my time. But if people don't want to listen to what I have to say, I'm not gonna shove it down their throat no more. Like, if you don't want to hear what I got to say, then you'll catch. It's like Nipsey said, you'll catch on later. I'm just making a lot of enemies by sticking to my values so hardly, bro. Like, the truth. It's like, bro, Kaden, Hold on. So then I started analyzing myself a little deeper. And it's like, I had to ask myself, why do you want so many people to know the truth? It's like, I don't know, I like helping people. I don't know. It just depends, like, how far you're gonna go for that, though. Cause look, I tell you one thing, the world we live in right now, and this is the thing, a lot of Aquariuses, you can even, it'll tell you, a lot of Aquariuses are, to the extent, don't even care. Like, sometimes I be on that, like, I don't care, like, if I had to die behind the truth, it might have to be that. I even said that in some of my songs. Like,
Stash full of money and I keep it inside me. Niggas switched up, but it didn't surprise me. If you ain't on my level, never try to advise me. A lot of hard work, but my life is exciting. Spaz on the beat, let me stop playing with them. See, I spit raw fact, nah, ain't no faking in it. When some niggas show love, yeah, they throw some hating in it. Yeah, I heard your little pause. No, wait a minute, you can keep the fake love, cause I'd rather have none. Fuck dying in the hood, I'd rather have fun. Travel across the globe, cop a Benz for my son. Stand up, nigga, so I could never run. If I die behind the truth, it might have to be that thing, cause half the population is creating a bad blend. Ain't no fucking fathers, what's the vision for that kid? 13 years old in the field with a fat clip in my city, youngest reaching name, looking for chapstick, dodge death 4 times, intuition is magic. I came from the block, but I'm far from the average.
like, bro, like, sometimes it be feeling like that, bro, because without the truth, but that's why you need balance, bro. See, I look at J. Cole, because he's an Aquarius and he keeps it real for the most part, and he like, what I say the most part, the reason why I say that is because, like, see the song, like, Kevin, was it Kevin's Heart? Where he's talking about his girl and he's like, I'm a fake nigga and it couldn't be clear. Can't see myself when I look, you know. He's saying, like, damn, I keep it real, but I'm lying to my shorty. Like, that's what he's saying. Like, I think, that's what I took from that. But, like, me, bro, I knew I had an issue with the truth when I realized I don't know anyone who values the truth more than me. That's when I realized I had a problem. I'm like, whoa, this nigga, are you a truth lunatic? Like, even in my household, bro, like, I don't like when my son lies to me. My shorty already knows better. But I had to understand, bro. That's what my horse was telling me. You gotta learn to be more tolerant. Because not everyone cares about the truth as much as you do. It's sad to say. It's sad to say. And me just continuing to force it like that, it's just gonna continue to give me mad enemies, because there's a lot of people in this world right now who don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear it. They're running from it. I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. Don't get me wrong. I run from the truth in my own way sometimes too. And that's when I had to realize, like, okay, you can't be a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell people not to run from the truth and then, I mean, look, put it like this. The things I run from the truth from, I acknowledge it. Like, okay, boom. This is one thing. I'll be open with y'all. I'll be real. The shit that happened with my lung. Y'all remember? Well, if you don't remember, you don't even know. But if you know, you remember. That was not from smoking. That was. I mean, I'm not saying it helped it. It could have even made it worse. But it wasn't just a pure. Oh, he was. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Yeah, like I was saying, spontaneous pneumothorax and shit. And like, damn, y'all gotta excuse me, I'm mad congested. I just got over being sick and my throat feels dry. But yeah, like, the reason why I say I run from the truth is because my doctor told me, he said, well, if you do smoke, I advise you to quit. Not that, he said, he said it could, because basically like spontaneous pneumothorax is common in tall, skinny people, even if you don't smoke. If you're tall, skinny, and athletic, I guess, and like you can even Google it. Besides what my doctor told me, I guess it's something about tall, skinny, athletic people that, you know, the way we're shaped, I guess it says, or something like that, that we, it's common for us. It's actually very common. So how I got it, I was taking a shit. I tell y'all the same story every time. I can't make this up. I was constipated and I was trying to work on my music, and I don't like being bothered when I'm working on my music. So like as I'm working on my music, it's like I'm getting mad at my stomach. I'm like, damn, I feel like I take a shit. Go to the bathroom, sit down, nothing's coming out. Alright, fuck this. Go back in the room, computer, stomach start hurting again. Not coming out. Third time, bro, I went. Bro, my stomach started hurting that time. Bro, I went back to the toilet. I said, fuck that. This shit coming out. It's coming out today. It's coming out right now. Bro, when I tell y'all I pushed harder, I can't make this up, bro. I mean, it's funny, but I really can't make this up. I pushed harder than I think I ever did that day, bro. Like, I was, what? And it came out. It came out, bro. It came out. But when I stood up, it's crazy. I was wiping my ass. I didn't feel nothing until I stood up. When I stood up, I had pneumonia before as a kid, so I know, like, when you have pneumonia, you get like a sharp, stabbing pain in your chest. Bro, I started feeling that, like, something like that. Like I'm getting stabbed or something as I'm breathing. I'm like, I like to, like, if I don't need to go to the hospital, I don't want to go to the hospital, but if it's something like, I'll go. I'm like, nah, I'm good with it. I'm probably just getting sick, getting pneumonia, heartburn, I'm good. I'm breathing and I'm feeling it. As I'm walking out, wash my hands, and something told me, bro, I cannot make this up, bro. Something told me, check your horoscope. Check my horoscope. I don't know if, I don't think I screenshotted that. I wish I did, because I would have had proof. But I don't think I was thinking about that at the time. Because when I read it, I was like, oh shit. It said, if you have any health problems today, do not try to handle these problems on your own. Seek help. Bro, when I seen that, I said, oh, nah, I gotta go to the hospital, yo, dead ass right now. Like, we didn't even have a car at that time. I had to ask my shorty's mom, like, I usually don't ask her for nothing, but like, it was like, yo, nah, like, I think I was crying. I was like, nah, I gotta go. Or maybe I didn't cry until I got there, bro. I'm not even gonna get into the story. Just long story short, that was from that. And one of the ways I run from the truth is because even though it wasn't 100%, because of that, I know blazing doesn't help it. It doesn't help it. The doctor said, well, look, if you do blaze, I advise you to quit and eat edibles or something. Or if not, at least wait 3 months to be around any smoke. At least do that. But he said, I advise you quit because it could happen again. It could weaken any type of smoke. It could, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, 3 months went by, bro. I'm like, listen. You want me to be real with you? Really, it's because there was some nigga around from the South End and shit. My nigga Angel, actually. I don't know if he want me to put his business out. That's why I don't want to put his last name. But he said he went through the same shit. He telling me, like, yo, I be blazing every day. Da, 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 da. I'm like, damn, bro, I ain't trying to die, though. Like, where the mothers, nigga, my shit give out again, bro. I don't even want to go through that pain again. Like, the doctor didn't say I would die. Even though it's possible to die from that, he said it could happen again, though. Like, they might have to, if that fucks it up, blazing fucks it up, then they had to reinflate my shit again. Oh, hold up. Ooh. Whoa. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. To me, blazing is like my therapy. I mean, you know, I can understand some people might think I need it. I don't. Like, I could, bro, if I really like, you know how it was to me? 555. It was like, and I'm not talking about the time, I'm talking about the recording time for the camera. It was on 555. But, it was more so of a question like, will you die if you do this? And it's like, there's a possibility, but it's not definite. And, you know, I think like, well, I could die every day. You could die every day. Anybody could die every day. The person watching my video right now could die tomorrow. I could die in 5 minutes. Nobody knows when we're gonna die. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I kind of like, I don't know if it's the right thing to do, but I think sometimes I talk myself into it like, okay, listen. As long as you don't be out, you don't, you know, OD it, and, you know, like, cause back then, bro, my blaze, bro, bro, as a teenager, first of all, I can't even handle as much as I used to back then. I used 3, 4 Johns back to back, bro. Now I'm like half of one, I'm good. Oh shit, mine's toasted. What? Y'all niggas ain't toasted, you bugging. Toasted. Toasted. Well, at least the shit you know what I'm saying? I don't know what niggas be having, but toasted, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's one way I run from the truth. You know, I'm man enough to admit that. Cause I know if worse came to worse, if something was to happen, you know, this is why I had to learn to be more forgiving, because I can't be a hypocrite. That's like if God was to say, well, you know, I was listening to this song I had made called Breathe, the remix. And I told my shorty, I'm like, damn, bro, listening to the younger version of me when I was rapping off of pain, damn, but I said some shit I don't even really like 100% agree with no more. Like, oh, if you ever hesitated, that is not my problem.
They gon' see who put that effort in, see who live and breathe for it, see who really want it. And if you knew me before this, you know I was on it. And if we ever separated, you know I was honest. And if you ever hesitated, that is not my problem. And the time still ticking, got me moving like I'm Sonic.
And I thought about it, I'm like, damn, what if God was to say that to me? What if he was on that with me? Oh, you hesitated to stop blazing? That is not my problem? Damn, I'll be hurt, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then something happens. And, you know what I'm saying? So I had this, like, you gotta be tolerant, more tolerant. The same way you want God to be tolerant with you, bro. You can't be a hypocrite, bro. And, bro, you gotta think, bro. Nobody likes the truth, bro. Nobody likes the truth, bro. Everybody act like they like the truth, but nobody likes the truth, bro. And I understood I can't even be a hypocrite, because at times, like, okay, boom, I say, I don't tell anybody specifically not to have secrets, but like, I preach truth, basically, in my music and all that. There is one thing that my fans in the world, that's like, there's one secret I hold from the whole world. One secret I have. There's one secret. So the way I look at it is, if like, okay, if you have a secret that, you know, you don't tell the world, it's not nothing like crazy, but it's something that I wouldn't tell the whole world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna go around trying to make everyone, you know what I'm saying, be so truthful? You know what I'm saying? Like, how you can't do that. I mean, yeah, you might have a tendency to be more honest than everybody, but you hide things too. So don't be all up on people's ass about it. I had to learn that lesson. Like, okay, yeah, let me stop trying. I mean well when I do it though. And it's just people don't perceive it that way. Like, people could think I'm mean because I'll cut them off over the truth that fast, or used to do that. I used to do that all the time. They'll think I'm mean because of that, when the whole time I'm just trying to get you to understand what I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? But I had to learn, like, I can't go through life doing that because for one, I'm not God, and for two, you know what I'm saying? I can't be a hypocrite until till I 100%. And nobody ever does that. What the fuck? What rapper, any celebrity, anybody just comes out and completely 100% tells the whole world every single detail about them? They don't do that, bro. They don't do that, bro. I mean, yeah, I'll go pretty far, like I'm saying, but I won't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell the world my biggest secret. Sometimes I don't care, cause I'll be like, bro, at the end of the day, nigga, I'm me. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I be feeling, like I'm me. But you know what I'm saying? I know it would be unnecessary for the whole world to know. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm honest enough. I'm very honest. But long story short, point is I can't be forcing the truth down people if they don't want to accept it. What I can do is though motivate them and show them what happens, what you get out of life when you're truthful. Well, that's what I can show them. I can't. I realize every time I try to force the truth on somebody, they see me as an enemy. If they're not ready to hear the truth, they see me as an enemy. Like, oh, like, I'm out to get them. But it's really like, I'm just trying to tell you something. Like, I'm trying to tell you something. But you have to, like, people don't have to listen to me. But people also can't say, this nigga is out here doing all these things and he's not trying to help us or tell us how to do it. You can never say that. No one can ever say that. I try. I always try. This is what, listen, let me get into this. This is at least another thing I wrote down. People with this, I'm not even gonna spend too much time on this subject because it's just really, honestly, I shouldn't even care what people say. Who fuck care? I really don't. But part of me, if it's people close or people I grew up with, I will take it into consideration. Not that I'm gonna change anything I'm doing, but I'll take it into consideration. Like, oh, word, like people think like I switched up on whoever for a girl just because I'm closer to my shorty than I am to anybody else right now in the world. So they see it like, oh, I can see it. Niggas demeanor, shit they post on Facebook, all that. Oh, niggas is doing this and that with a girl but couldn't do it with it. I got proof. Taz, one of my most recent vlogs, I video called him and I told him to verify this. Verify all the times I tried to get niggas to listen to me and they don't listen. Verify all the times where I've then gotten my feelings because I try to tell my niggas something and their pride, they won't hear me. They just think they know better. All the time, all these, I had him verified, bro. And I even really was the main point of me having him verified was the line I said in Everything Designer. When I was like, and fuck a feed the team, you ain't grinding, you ain't eating, I'm grinding every seat. Bro, that's not even really what I live by, bro. I said that shit because I was mad. I was mad as fuck when I wrote that, I think. Like, that was, I don't remember, I can't lie. I was young, bro. That was like my teens. But I know on a normal basis, Taz will admit it too. Niggas wasn't going as hard for the music as I was, bro. And it kind of shows now. You know what I'm saying? Back then it didn't show though. And it's like, you gotta understand, as a teenager, the less you understand, the more pain you feel. The more you understand, the less pain you feel. So, as a teen, I thought everyone thought like me. I just assumed everyone thought like me. I'm like, yo, why the fuck do I keep having these talks with my niggas, but yet they would rather go do this. They would rather go do that. They would rather go to this party. They would rather go, no. But see me, I'm in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't understand it back then. Like, as time went on, I had to understand, like, bro, we all live different lives. We all think different. We all went through different experiences. Yeah, we all grew up in the hood, but it wasn't everything all the same, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everything wasn't all the same. So I learned to have more compassion. And that's when I'm like, okay, they don't get it. Maybe it's cause this. Maybe it's cause that. I need to cut them some slack. I cut them some slack. But like, how did I get to that? I forgot where I was at, but I know what I'm talking about. People saying like how to switch up for a girl. Bro. My niggas know. They know. I mean, my niggas might even get mad and talk shit behind my back sometimes. I know. Because they get mad at the truth sometimes. But in the end, they always tell me I was right, bro. People can't, listen. Yeah. The niggas I started with, that's what I started with. That's what I'm stuck with. But it's like when I stop trying to force people to do what they claim they want to do, it's kind of like no winning, bro. Like you could tell someone to do something, they say no, or they think whatever, they don't want to listen to you. Honestly, you know, the people don't usually tell me no because they know I'm telling the truth. What it is they'll go in one ear and they act like they're listening to me. Oh yeah, bro, you're definitely right. And then they don't put none of it into practice. Nothing I said, they don't practice it. They don't, you know, they just hear it and it's in one ear out the other. So, and then when they see me getting results or this or that, now somehow, some way, it's my fault. When I constantly try to tell people, my fault. That's why I made that song, Don't Follow Me. Do not follow me. Just like J. Cole said, he said don't follow him. Alright, I'm telling y'all, don't follow me, bro. Don't follow me. You want to be a rapper? Okay, cool, be a rapper, but you want to be an honest rapper? A rapper that keep it real? Oh, bro. You might die. And if you understand that, then cool, do your thing, but you might die. You know what I'm saying? And, the only difference is, listen, and you know what's so funny? My shorty's an Aries, right? Her moon sign is Sagittarius. Dad came home. I kept telling him, like, he didn't understand why I was so serious about it. I mean, yo, nigga, find your birth certificate. Find your birth certificate. Find your birth certificate. Find your birth certificate. Find your motherfucking birth certificate. Did you find it yet? Yo, have you been looking? Every time I talk to him, yo, have you been looking for your birth certificate? Did you find it? Finally got it, right? Sent me the time he was born. Turns out, his first two signs are the opposite of my shorties. Like, they're the same but backwards. Like, his main sign is Sagittarius and his moon sign is Aries and hers is backwards. So that's when I started thinking, I'm like, bro, if I think about it, you and Frankie act similar. Y'all really act similar. If it's one thing y'all have in common, I don't know if that's just a fire sign thing or if it's exactly because y'all have the opposite, two different placements. Y'all always fucking do before you think. I don't know what it is with fire signs. If any fire sign thinks before they do, it's a Leo. That might be the only one really. Like, well, Aries will do it too. Sagittarius is probably the least, but Leos, they think before they do shit. Most of all for fire signs, they don't think. They do and then they think. And I be trying to tell them like, it's funny. It's like, as I learned my shorty and learned how to deal with her, I kind of learned how to deal with Taz too. They're both very competitive. Oh, they're very competitive. They're very competitive. Look, like, alright. I'm gonna take Taz out of it. See, I can talk deep about my shorty because I know she's not gonna take it personally. Like, I was in a car one day, and I told, like, we was all in the car, and I told him the day after. The first day it was me, him, and my shorty, right, in the car. Next day I picked him up. Again, it was me and him. I was telling him like, yo, you see how like if you do something, I say we all in the car, right? And Frankie says some dumb shit or something, or I'll take it easier on him than I will on my shorty. I get on my shorty ass. Like if she says something that doesn't make sense or something like that, like she does that a lot. Well, to me, it doesn't make sense. They both do that. They're similar. They both do that. I will get on her harder than I get on him. And the next day when we were alone, I told him like, yo, it was just me and him. So that way he knew I wasn't doing it for attention. I say, yo, you wonder why I get on my shorty ass when we're all together more than getting on your ass? You might see it as a good thing, but honestly, I think that means I think you're more sensitive than my shorty. Like, I feel like if I say something, you gonna take it harder than if I say it to my shorty. But my shorty's been around me for like 8-7 years, bro. So she's accustomed to the truth. Like, bro, nobody, listen, this is the funny part about it. I got people in my family. I got friends. I got people, all these people who, when I try to tell them the truth, they feel like I'm against them. They feel like I'm trying to pick on them, or I'm trying to challenge them, test their power, whatever. Bro, nobody goes through more fucking truth suffocation than my shorty, bro. She lives with me. Bro, this is like, got to the point where I had to question myself about why am I so like everything true, like nigga, like damn, like I thought about it once my horoscope started showing me like, yo, you gotta scale back on some of that shit, you know what I'm saying, the truth, your values, your beliefs, because if not, it's gonna happen for you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen for you, because the world is, right now this world's against the truth, bro. Nobody likes the truth. So my shorty is one of the only people in the world who understands me. Like, it's crazy. Niggas in the hood, they'll say, oh, Razor ain't never killed nobody. He's not cool. I come to the white parts of the state, they think I'm too tough, I'm too hard, I look too aggressive. I don't cut my hair, so I look mean. Oh shit, boy, my shit. Woo! My shit was packed down. I look like, yo, that's a meme. That's a meme, boy. I look like I don't even know. Damn, that's crazy, bro. And you know what's crazy? my hair is, I started to realize my hair is curly, bro. I've been growing my hair for I think 2 years, and look. Like, I went to go play basketball, some of my niggas like a month ago, they was like, yo, you cut your hair? No, my shit just curls. It doesn't want to grow straight out. You know what I'm saying? See? It don't want to grow straight out. That shit just want to curl. So I'm like, fuck it. If it want to curl, let it curl. But, yeah, like, people, white neighborhoods, they think I'm too rough. And it's like, bro, how did I get to that again? I might have to watch a part. Let me see.